Welcome back. Okay, the next point we're going to go to, because the gun's really something that I don't want to create till later on anyway, is over here. And I really need to knock off any excess polygons I've got straight away. Okay, that's fine. Do a loop. And I'm going to go up to here. Then from here I'm going to go up to here. Check the sizes again. That's fine. A little bit more. And then again to here. Okay, that's fine. And what I'm going to do in here is go straight to the middle, do a connect, and a chamfer to about there. You'll notice I'm putting a box around about there. That is for good reasons, so don't worry about it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, just look at this shape that I've got here. A little bit of unevenness on these sides, but I'm not particularly worried about that at the moment. Just want to make sure that we're going to get a good shape. Okay, and up here. Whoops. Okay, that gives us that shape, which allows me to do this. Like so. Not too far though. That should about do it. Now up here. Lower that down a little bit. There we are. Then into here. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to go down and grab this all the way down here. Whoops. Just use my move tool with a shift on it. Okay, to there. Now then, I don't want it in there that much, so I'm going to bring it to around about here. Get a good comfortable position on it. Okay, and again. And maybe one under. Okay. That's fine. Now, I just need to look at these shapes, because I want to get a good shape in this one. And this one's slightly more complicated. So I'm going to grab here. I was trying to select the bounding box. Do a ring, a connect. Bring that up to about here. Do a chamfer. Like that. Okay, let's check these widths. They seem okay. Go back again. Second chamfer. Now, select these parts. Create an over lintel. Make sure our bevel is set to local normal. Bring it in just a tiny bit and then out again, like that. Now for these parts here, I'm going to move into this side, bring it back in a bit, then back in with a small inset, in again with a small inset, in and back like that, delete. Okay, that creates these shapes. Now if I select here, here and here, because the idea is when building observation areas, and I bring back like that, I can bridge there and there. Now with this part selected, I'm just going to do a scale, just a small one like that, and then I'm going to bring it up like that. I'm going to grab here, just move that aside, like so. Don't want to get the complete edge, just this piece. There we are. I don't need to be too exact here, thankfully. Okay, and scale it up a little bit more. Then move it down a bit. Then we'll get a good shape. Hold down Shift. Bring that back like so. And flatten. Control select there and there, and just do a bridge to bridge the inside of it. Now to continue on with our infinite corridors idea that we can do with this, let me see, I'm going to do an inset that will come down to floor level. There we go. Got to be careful how we do our insets because we don't want to spoil our model. I'm going to scale them on the y-axis to get them nice and flat. I pull them out. There we are. Okay, take both these pieces here and I'm going to extrude them both. Until the bounding box moves. Just delete those off. Okay, that builds us this nice corridor here. And then what I'm going to do, select these pieces here, bring them back, maybe a bit more. There we go. Just keeping in with the shape there, and it gives us a nice indoor shape as well. We can come back and do stuff in here later on, should we so wish. Let's have another look up here. Some nice space here that I want to utilise. Now that's quite an angle there, so looking underneath, I think I'm going to duplicate this again. Try and avoid any happy little accidents. Okay, that's cool, and that's good. Press F4 just to see how it's coming together. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright, now up here where all the action is, press F4, Something appears to have gone a little bit awry up here, so I'm just going to select this and loop. Then I'll use the scale down tool, like so. Now what I'm going to do is bring that up a little bit like that, because the wall shape really helps. Up a little bit like that, and then back like so. And then I'm going to bring it all the way back like that to create this kind of top shape. Okay, and I'm going to grab this polygon and this polygon, bring them back until the bounding box moves, which is there, and lift them. Now I'm going to go over here and select my edge verts, do a scale in. Go over here. Just straighten that out. There we go. Drop back into perspective and check it. Excellent. Okay, this gives us an opportunity again to use these. Because after all, if you're going to have one, you may as well use it. Remember what I said about not overusing it. But double pipes tend to work because there always tends to be a pipe in, pipe out. And also they always work quite well on these kind of pieces here and here as they break up the overall shape. Okay. It's not bad. Alright. Some nice horizontals. Let's check I haven't got any polygon errors going on now. I can't see any. And so far we're only up to 20,000 verts, so that's okay. Well, just under. Alright, that looks fine. Now I'm going to bring this back in, like so. Reason being I can then put a second set of things on here that I need, including a docking platform. So, press F4. Go across there, do a connect, just to split this into two parts. Then across into here and do another connect. Now then, I've got to be very careful about the shapes I'm using here, because this is just a slice, yeah? You've got to imagine we're going to be using lots of these side to side. So, what I'm going to do is come through in here, just there, and I'm going to use an inset, just a small one. Okay, and bring these kind of together, like so. Do an extrude to there. Then another smaller extrude. And just bridge. And again. Okay, so we've got a good shape here. Now select these, because they're not quite high enough. Just use the move tool with a grow. Just get them over there. Just until they no longer intersect, basically. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to do an inset. That's not an inset, you silly thing. It's because I've got too many polygons selected. Inset to about there. Now each of these 4 points here, 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 and here, because I want you to think of this as a kind of landing control. I'm going to chamfer them. That far. Now, right click, Control A, do a weld, get rid of a load of these. Okay. Now then, with this piece selected, I'm just going to have a look at it and do I'm going to do a bevel. Like so. Actually, before I do this, I need my 1.27 meter pretendy man back. Or 1.7 even. Where's my 1.7 meter man gone? Oh, he's over there. That's pretty useless. Fortunately, I can just manually manipulate him. Alright. This is the size of our 1.7 meter man. Just to make things a little bit easier. Okay, now I'm going to just use a bevel. Have to bear with this in that it's quite a heavy model now. There we go. Okay, and up. Then in. And down. Just do a quick rotate so I can get in closer. That should about do it. There we are. Go to the top part. Now for this bit. Which will go up to here. Because it's time for someone to kind of sit inside it, really. Okay. Now I'm going to select here and here. Just bridge them. That gives me this shape. Now I can select this part here. And bring it down to there. Okay, and again. Really need to take out these inside polygons actually. What I'm thinking about it. That should do it. Now I can cap the top. And the inside here, use shift, then cap it. Just use a quick bevel. There we are. The amazing floating thing. Grow, delete, cap, bring it down. Okay, and back onto beveling again. Now you may have noticed there's something odd going on here, so let's try and work out what. It looks like this needed to be flattened. Then deleted. Just to be on the safe side. Let's hit this, the ring, the connect. And just delete off the top ones. Cap. That's better. Yeah, that's probably not right. Makes me think that there could be a problem here to do with some verts. Control A, do some welding. Best thing to do is isolate this part completely. I'll just attach it. No, I think this is just not going to work on this piece. Simplest thing to do, therefore. Go up to the top where this is. Select these parts. Drop into perspective. Grow, grow, grow. Okay, and angle snap turned on. Use a shift. 180 degrees. Clone it to element. May have got this a little bit wonky. There we are. Okay, that seems fine. Just going to loop that. Delete it off. Then cap that. Okay, and bevel it in. Now it doesn't want to be beveled in, so Control select by this part. Hang on. Do a quick loop or ring. Doesn't want me to do that either. Let's see. Control select by edge. That's better. Quick chamfer here will sort that out. Just around the top. Bring this down a bit. Like so. Okay, that's fine. That gives us this area. Get rid of our fellow here. Now, what I'm going to do is select some of these areas here. just these kind of middle pieces that I need. And I'm going to do a copy, shift and drag. Okay. Now these are all more or less the same width, but I need to fix them, so do that again. Clone to object. Go over here. Straighten up the edges. Okay, check that, that's fine. Scale them all in to about there. Now I'm going to bring them in, just so I can see where they're supposed to go. Press F4, well it's already done, so I'll just extrude this out. Open this end out. There we are. Then down to here. Nope, doesn't want to let me. That's fine. Don't do that then. Delete that. Bridge. Bridge. Here to here down. Go in there and just do a quick weld. Now down here. I want to do a bridge from here to here. Now look at this shape. I want to do a bridge from here down to here. There we are. Quick chamfer just on both these. Whoops, just bring that down. To there. To there. And up to there. Okay. No, I'm not that happy with that shape actually. So I'm going to go and do it again. Yeah, I can see you're probably pretty pissed. But I don't care. Because I want to get it right. So what I'm going to do instead is do it this way. There we go, and onto here. Now if you look, there's a lot of pieces in this piece up here, so it might be easier actually not doing this and just building this piece separately. So, I'm going to do a chamfer. Just deselect that part there. Okay, that should be about the right size. Okay, just bring this out. Just clone it to an object for the time being. Okay. Now with this selected, I'm just looking at the shape, trying to decide the best method to do this. There to there. There to there. Over here I'm going to do a create in reverse. If I do it in reverse, the normal will be facing away from me. Notice that I went anti-clockwise there. I'm not entirely sure why I did those in reverse. Now I think about it. I need them this way. Alright. Again. Now I create. I'll do this one actually clockwise this time. Oops, I didn't close it. Haven't seen one of those in ages. Oh, of course, it's because these are not back to face. I'll do them backwards. That's it. Now flip them. That works slightly better. Now, what I have to do is bring these ones out. So, shift and drag. Then reverse them. Like that. Then at the top I've got to do the same. Like that. Now I can get rid of the original parts that are resting against the back. Okay, and we've got this shape here. Bridge. Bridge. Okay, let's look at this shape. Start to give it some more body. Okay, that's fine. Let's straighten this piece out a bit. Yep, that's looking fine. Now time to start closing up some of these gaps. You'll notice I'm not putting a back end on this because really it doesn't especially need one. You can if you want. There you go. That's fine. Let's just effect pivot only, send it to object, effect pivot only off. Bring this in. And I'll put one here. Right, now I can start just doing some direct poly modeling. So extrude, bring this up until we get to an intersection, which is there. Then another extrude to there. And I'm going to move this now to this frame. about right. A little bit too far. Keep going up now until this goes to there. I mean, you could just ram it right the way through the middle of your model, but it's going to look pretty grim if you do, to be quite honest, so you probably don't want to do that. I think I'll pretty much miss this section because it's going to be a pain in the arse. Goes to there. To there. Left viewport zoom. Okay, let's move these in. So, perspective. Okay, now I'll start pulling these out a bit to make it a more interesting shape. Undo that one first. Okay, check that. That looks fine. Move that one to there and make an extra copy. Okay, and I'm going to use my mirror tool. Make a copy on this axis. Now, because I've done this, all my normals are screwed. So let's do a quick reset X form and then go zoo to laws. They're completely inside out. Why is that? Flip. 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 There we go. Now, press H to see what's in the scene, and then as long as it's only these objects, we can attach them. Okay, that's looking fine. Press F4. Okay, we're just about ready to start building the actual landing dock thing down here in a minute or two. So, before we do that, cups of coffee and a break. See you in the next part.